Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be doing hand and face swatches of all the blushes that I have from Sheglam. Remember to like the video, and if you own any Sheglam blushes, let me know in the comments which one is your favorite Sheglam blush formula. So I'm going to start off with this Sheglam Liquid Bloom blush, Color Bloom blush, sorry. This is the shade Swipe Right. That is the shade Swipe Right. It's like has a little bit of red in it. Really pretty. Does anyone else feel like these Color Bloom blushes, the pigment has gone down? I feel like a few years ago when they came out, they were a lot more pigmented than they are now. Like, I feel like they definitely reduced the pigment because they used to pack a bigger punch than what they do now. Oh, this is such a pretty shade. Nice gorgeous red. So this is Sheglam Color Bloom Liquid Blush in the shade Swipe Right. Really nice red shade. Next I have this Sheglam. This is the cheek to cheek blush duo. This is the shade Cherry Sorbet. I'm gonna apply the cream first. I'm going very lightly because they are quite pigmented. Really nice. This is a really good everyday shade. I'm just tapping in lightly, then building it. Now, I'm not sure if you're supposed to apply the powder over the cream or the cream over the powder, but I'm going to put the cream first. So this is the cream by itself. It has a dewy finish. Then I'm going to apply the powder on top of it. This is the Sheglam Cheek to Cheek Blush Duo in the shade Cherry Sorbet. Next one is another cheek to cheek blush duo. This is the shade Pitaya Fruit. That's what pitaya fruit looks like. That is pitaya fruit. That's the cream and this is the powder. Now this time I'm gonna put the powder first and then put the cream on top of the powder. I'm gonna take the other side of the brush I just used to apply the powder first. I'm gonna go in with the cream on top. This is the Sheglam Cheek to Cheek Blush Duo in the shade Pitaya Fruit. The next one I have this. This is the SheglamPlaying Cupid Cream Blush. This is the shade Affection. This is like a pale pink shade. Swatch her. These are so creamy. Ooh. And look at that pigment. Absolutely beautiful. I think this would be really nice for that Painted by Esther that blush trend where she was doing the pink under eye. Yeah, this is like the perfect, like the almost exact, I want to say the exact same shade of pink that she was using. Yeah, definitely put too much, but listen, I'm trying to show y'all how they look, okay? So we're not going to be precise with the application. this is how she looks. This is again the SheglamPlaying Cupid cream blush in the shade Affection. Another SheglamPlaying Cupid cream blush. This packaging is so cute. This is the shade Emotion. This is like a nice red shade. One thing about me, I am going to buy a red blush, okay? That's, oh, look at how pretty that is. That is so gorgeous. Okay girls, so never mind the application, but this is the SheglamPlaying Cupid cream blush in the shade Emotion. The last of these Playing Cupid cream blushes are the shade Devotion. Devotion is like an orangey shade. That's what Devotion looks like. One thing about me, I'm gonna have a red and I'm gonna have an orange in my blush collection. Sometimes a little bit of pink, but definitely red and orange. Orange, terracotta, love those shades. Another pretty shade, Everyday blush. Honestly, all of these blushes are everyday. It depends on what kind of style of makeup you prefer. Okay, so this is the shade Devotion from the Playing Cupid cream blush. So the next blush is this one in collaboration with the Powerpuff Girls. This is the Tough Love Shimmer blush. That's what that looks like. But the shimmer in here, it's not really a shimmer, it's just a glow. It's really more like a glow than a shimmer. There it is. Yeah, it's really pretty. Let's put it on. I use this more of a blush topper than anything. But it does show up if you do pile it on. But I mostly use it as a blush topper if I'm wearing any one of those pink blushes. This is the Tough Love Shimmer blush in collaboration with the Powerpuff Girls. Really nice glowy pink blush. Next blush is this Sheglam Glam 101 Hybrid Highlighter Blush Duo. I have the shade Seville. But it definitely looked a lot more pigmented online. When I bought it, this was the darkest of all the three options. There it is, really pale peach. So this is the Sheglam Glam 101 Hybrid Highlight and Blush Duo in the shade Seville. The next blush is this lightweight matte blush. This is the shade Alice. Nice pinky shade. These ones are also quite pigmented. Oh, that is such a pretty pink shade. So I'm gonna add more even though there is no need. Yeah. And I keep telling myself I'm not a pink blush girly, but I am. This is the Sheglam Lightweight Matte Blush in the shade Alice. And last but certainly not least, the Sheglam Lightweight Matte Blush. This is the shade Scrolling. This is literally my favorite Sheglam blush. It is like a very deep terracotta shade. This is like a bronzer, honestly. Love this shade so much. This is the Glam Lightweight Matte Blush in the shade Scrolling. Okay, so we have reached the end of today's video. Please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. I will see you in the next video. Bye.